Right, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. So now we are diving in straight into analysis. Um, just going into the third week, if not between I think the second to third week of September. Right now, as I'm recording this, is the 16th of September. So we're just going to be looking at Nasdaq currently right now, just on how things are actually operating in terms of price action and just looking at how things are going to be looking like moving out through this week going forward. So now Nasdaq has created a pretty much solid uptrend. If I could just come here and pull out my Elliott wave indicator, just jotting down actually just because market structure as is not necessarily through using the Elliott wave for the tool that it needs to be used, but just to like map out the market structure. So it's been a consistent uptrend moving um, for the past week. So what we're looking for is actually buys going into the week. So um, yeah, I wouldn't say that there's 100% possibility that the markets could shoot straight back up. But if we do just zoom out on the daily, right? So I have placed in my zones on my support and resistance areas. But if we just maybe just see on the daily, actually let's move to the weekly. Uh, Take out our trend line. Actually, down. Let's see. So looking at the start of 2014 low, pushing out to how things are currently now. We are within an uptrend. Now we go into daily. As you can see, we are in an uptrend. And if we actually do see in highlight here, there is a specific zone within this area, which on the daily, we will just indicate here and place in our daily resistance and support line here. Price came, touched this area quite a few times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 weeks they have rejected this zone. So this zone is pretty much a very crucial area in the sense of price consistently coming and rejecting this zone on the daily time frame. So what we will be I'm just looking at as is that because obviously price has rejected this area and shot back straight up, we will be zooming in on the 4 hour and looking in for buys. So what we see here right now is that price came and rejected this daily uh, resistance and support zone. So as candlestick came in and retested, if we zoom in on the hour, we're seeing that there's a nice uptrend structure that was actually respected as is. But obviously now that because we're trading the financial markets, we want to just make sure that we understand probability because there could be a highly likely chance of this pair actually pulling back. And if it does pull back, now that we are on the 4 hour, we could potentially see a move either shooting up or down. But my bias is pretty much telling me that we definitely going up. So what we will be looking for is longs. So within this area, actually, this is actually a decent um, entry. We'll be looking for longs 1, 2, 3 in this ratio, moving straight up and hitting up past through 19,720, going into the 19,800, 800s, 900s, approaching 20,000. So that's what we could potentially see as is on US 30, I mean US 100. So, but now I think we should move on to US 30 just to also get a bit of thought and perspective on how things are going to be actually turning out also for the week here in US 30. So we're just going to put in our support and resistance lines on the weekly. Actually, let's zoom out actually to the weekly just to make sure that we actually placing our trend line first. So trend line, move here. So we are currently in an uptrend based on the trend line being shown as is. What we could potentially see here as we zoom in on the daily right now is continuous movement moving out straight up to the upside. So now if we just actually put in our support and resistance areas on the horizontal line, this area, that area, mhm, this area as well. And then we do see movement around this area. Mm, s- s- Yeah, it's pretty much what I need to jump into for our zoom in. See, prices consistently always respected these zones that were actually just highlighted as is. So now if you see on the 4 hour, uh, come to the side, this. So now these zones that I'm actually just highlighting, these are zones that I highlight just to check and look for the support and resistant areas um, just through the psychological levels and zones. I do necessarily uh, I do show in the course on which areas on and how to actually spot these areas as is not only through actually justifying the amount of wicks within certain zones, but also just through seeing it on different different scale of view through my course. So please do you can email me or contact me through um, my Instagram handle on DM me and can keep in touch and try and schedule in time of how we can be able to actually um, get you through the course and just make actually understanding a lot more about technical analysis and also fundamental analysis as a whole. So Let's see here. This is a very crucial zone as well. And then, yeah. So, same with US30. Presume or very much so thinking that there could be possible uptrend. But actually does look as if there's an uptrend, not possible. There is movement moving on to the upside. So if we probably do just see, we could probably possibly just have maybe like a little bit of retracement, like let's pull back within this zone right here. That could just maybe be within this area here. Let me just take my position. Now, let's say this area. You probably see maybe just a pullback touching within 41,000 245 around about there, and then get to a really good level which is around the 41,550 level, in the sense of just actually hitting TP on a 1 to 3 ratio. So yeah, um it's fairly, I wouldn't say it's fairly easy just analyzing these markets. You will come with challenges as is, but I think with the stock markets on US30 and US100, you're just really dealing much with uptrend movement, just depending on the market conditions and how fundamentals have been going about as is, because it can get a little choppy, and obviously you will see some down momentum come about. You've been seeing that in the past few months, and I've been actually taking opportunities on that heavily. Um, but yeah, I think US30 and US100 are looking fairly good enough for buy opportunities. Just waiting for a little bit of exhaustion on US30, but US100s, I'm definitely confirming as is that there could be movements to the upside like immediately as is now. But yeah, um, I think this is the end of my technical analysis. Um, Please do like, share, and subscribe and follow. I will be dropping these fairly much so on Sundays, so that people can be able to um, just get a little bit of insight on how the charts are actually just analyzed through my perspective. And yeah, hope everyone has a good week. Thank you.